start a little play for you, which you will love. Too funny. But first, we have a few things to discuss. Tedious, I know, but necessary. First, please remember to silence all cell phones and beepers. Douglas Carter Beane has written the most witty dialogue, and we don't want anyone to miss a single word of it. Please note the fire exits. The characters in this play are so hot, you never know. We just might need them. Restrooms are located in the front lobby and in the hospitality room behind the stage and to the right. If you need to leave the theater during the performance, but trust me, you won't want to, please exit through the lobby where you entered. Mouth-watering libations, refreshments that is, will be available during intermission in the hospitality room. And our dear boys in blue, that is the Leonia Police Department, remind you when leaving the theater to cross at the light at Moore Avenue and not in between. Really, lambs, we want you to get home safely so that you can tell all your friends about this truly marvelous play you've just seen.
Life! A little more, please. I'm sorry, what is it you do?
I'm a writer.
Ah, that would explain it.
What?
Why you're so uncomfortable.
Oh, that's the writer's job, isn't it? To be uncomfortable?
Amber, lose the shadow on his face.
Amber wants to be dancing.
Quiet, Amber. What did you write?
A novel. My first.
Amber, honey, a little more like.
Amber wants to be dancing.
So, what's it about?
Sorry?
Your novel, what's it about? Don't smile.
It's the story of this guy, and he's in his 20s, and...
Amber?
Amber says she's sorry.
And this guy, right? He's like overwhelmed with it. Well, with this conflict between fantasy and reality.
Wilder, are you any relation to
William Wyler? No, nor Gretchen. My real last name is Wallenstein, and well, that's a little long for a book cover, and you know there are no, well, you know, Jewish themes in my writing, so
they kept your first name, right? Which is Evan, right?
Actually, it's Eric.
Oh.
But I figured with a W and a Y in the last name, a V in the first name would just look so good, so I just...
At least you kept your initials. You won't have to change your sheets.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, great. Lose the shirt.
Sorry?
The shirt. Let's lose the shirt.
Is there something else you want me to do? I mean, I could,
You look like you have a nice build.
Oh, I see. You're thinking in terms of a shirtless thing.
Amber, lose his shirt.
You know, I don't know, but I may be way out on a limb here, but I was thinking, you know, more in the genre of V-neck pullover with a button-down shirt, kind of leaning on a stack of Proust.
Sure. Filterless cigarette, long dangling ash.
I don't smoke, but right.
No.
No?
No. This is so endearing. Look, I don't want to put you down. I'm sure you have a very nice, trenchant, tormented, art-damaged life in your exposed brick, grubby railroad flat on West Pelmy Street, filled with filth and far too much Henry Miller and dank air clinging with cloves, cigarette smoke, and nostalgia for Bennington. I'm here to sell magazines, and you're here to sell books. So lose the shirt.
Selling books is selling books, right?
Amber wants to be dancing.
Now, take your right hand and grab your left shoulder. There, that's not too bad, is it?
No.
Good. Now, fuck the camera.
listed in the phone.
No, that's okay.
I loved your book. Did I say?
No.
I saw the semi-nude photo in a magazine and just lunged for a copy. It is fabulous, and I never use that word. You have got to do this movie.
Thank you.
You are sans doubt my favorite new writer, and if Cheever is dead, you are my favorite living writer. The reason I called you is I've been struggling looking for the genius young writer to write this most mouth-watering movie idea I have up my Gucci sleeve. A David Bowie, no less, wants to play my father. He's a dear friend. A David Bowie, not my father. Oh, love this lobby, please. It's not so much a lobby as a lobby is told to Theodore Geisel. You see, I want this film to be the story of my life, which is too entrancing, almost even for me. I mean, here I am in the blush of my youth, and I'm working with Morris Caden of Delta Records. Do you know Morris Caden of Delta Records?
No.
How did you come to be such an amazing writer?
Which tea are you drinking? The orange pico or the sodium pentothal?
Repartee, you are brilliant. God, I love writers. They always have the last word because they know so many. Gore Vidal says that. Well, I say it too. What do we ever get in any bygone civilization but the poems left behind? I'm not Indian. I know things. Do you think David Bowie is dark enough to pull off an Indian? I mean a red dot Indian, not a woo-woo Indian. Try the boysenberry. It's a revelation.
Have you ever thought of diagramming these sentences in your head before you speak them?
See, that's what I mean. Who else but a writer? They know so much about life. No one pulls the cashmere over the eyes of a writer. When I do my work in the music business, I always say, let me have lunch with the lyricist. Well, I'm a recording producer. Oh, but then you knew that. Mostly in England. Do you love England?
I've never been.
Oh, you would love. Everyone there is gay, truly. When you say the Queen, you have to specify. How they procreate is beyond. How long did it take you to write this debut novel? It is a debut novel. Please say yes.
Yes. 9 years.
Oh, and it's ever so thin.
Well, writing doesn't come easy to me. I'm not particularly good at, listening to people and figuring out what's going on in their minds or summing up with a grand, sweeping statement, but I do know when to use a semicolon.
What you say is music to my ears, and I'm in the music business, so you're not having any tea. Well, now, let's get down to cases. I am overt with joy about your book. There's a movie there somewhere. I'm just not sure that I'm in a position to make it right now.
Right.
Oh, but I mean, after our movie, who knows?
Oh, right.
What I'm doing right now is taking all my connections in record and film. I'm in the recording industry, you knew that, which are legion, and combining them to create a production company. I feel I've had enough success making money for other people. It's time to start making money for myself. You're a creative person. I'm sure you know the feeling.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, my life has been nothing short of amazing. I cannot tell a total stranger with 3 episodes, and they're imploring me. Well, I've got to find it. I must show you. They're imploring me to make a movie of it. I was married off by my mother when I was 14. I had to lie about my age, which is to be encouraged, but not at 14, to the son of a significantly rich person. Then my husband died. I was penniless. Oh, I cannot find it. I don't overlook the butler. And that's when I changed my life, with my philosophy.
What's that?
Well, a brioche.
No, I mean your philosophy.
Oh, well, that's your job. As the writer, I mean. I only know that I'm living it. I need you to define it for me. Something about sketching out what you want to be and coloring it in as you go. Being what your dreams are. Well, look at us here. I see your picture and I feel instinctively you know what I mean. I read your book, and here we are at the Hotel Paramount of a petit déjeuner, great lashings of butter, and I'm offering you $1,000 a week to write the story of my life. Oh, God, haven't I told you? Oh, I have absolutely no mind for money whatsoever. Well, that's what accountants are for. And agents, though I don't believe in agents, do you?
Well, mine is...
Oh, well, let's not deal with them. They are such unbearable leeches. I mean, why should she get 100 of your 1,000? I introduced myself. Here we are. $1,000. I find that agents have no imagination, no taste for possibilities. Waiter, let's keep this entre nous. I believe in cash. I think in this flighty world, it's the only thing left with any impact. Now, I don't see this taking more than a few months, the info gathering part, and then we'll work out a juicy amount for you to actually write it. Oh, remember, David Bowie wants to play my father. Ooh, maybe Iman could play my mother. Or if he could be darkened, she could be lightened. A check, please. I mean, does this interest you in any way, shape, or form?
Does this interest me in any way, shape, or form? Well, let's see. I've lived my life making sacrifices until the moment when I would see my first novel published. I've made sacrifices. I have lived sacrifices until this moment. I live in a place that CNN would casually dismiss as third world. The people who are my age, who don't do what I do, well, they have homes and cars, and I scrounge for subway fare. So I have my 9-year in the making overnight success, and I'm thinking, okay, this is where they pull back the velvet cord, and I get to meet whomever I want to meet, and do whatever I want to do, and I'm still looking for fucking temp work to hustle together rent. Because no one ever tells you about that little breather period between critical success and financial success. Does this interest me in any way, shape, or form? Yes, I would say that this interests me in every way, shape, and form.
Happiness!
Then just tell me what you need to know.
Only one thing. I ask it before every business relationship.
What's that?
If you absolutely had to sleep with one of the Three Stooges, which one would it be?
What?
Oh, no, really, Lamb. The answer reveals your personality. I mean, if you say Mo, I know you wish to be dominated, which I, of course, am totally incapable of. And if you say Larry, well, God help you.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think of a situation where I would absolutely have to sleep with one of the Three Stooges.
Oh, too funny. Well, now, darling, what am I to do? My accountant, Martel Grushkov, wants me to keep a record of all these businessy lunches, but won't let me have any credit cards because I just see homeless people and want to buy them socks. I'll need a receipt of some sort.
I can put this on my credit card and you can give me the cash, if that could help.
Oh, such a help. I hate my accountant. I should have known something was up when he sent Shem. So, pick a stooge.
Curly.
Oh, why on earth? Here's $50.
No, that's too much.
Oh, please. So, why Curly?
Well, he would make that high-pitched woo-woo-woo noise at the climax.
The only response. The Duke of Chichester, who would adore you. Oh, he's a brilliant international tax attorney, does all my claims. He once told me, Larry, and when I said why, he said so that he could hold on to the hair for dear life. This has been everything I hoped it would be, and somehow just a bit more. Oh, thank you, Larry. Ah. Must start right away. I am feverish with enthusiasm. Now, tomorrow's no good. I did give you money for the check, right?
Right.
Curly and high-pitched moves, such genius. You were born for this life. Wyler, are you Welsh?
Yeah.
I can tell by your coloring. A Welshman. Oh, I should trust you anyway. We shall begin. Now, tomorrow's no good. I've got to deal with rock stars and their egos. Not pretty. But Wednesday afternoon? Oh, just the afternoon. The evening is fraught.
Sure.
Ooh, your scent is tremendous.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you just adore the scent of soap on a man? You do love men, don't you?
I don't love anyone. I sleep with men, but
Oh, how enchanting, an emotional cripple. This way there can never be any sexual tension between us. We can only be soulmates like Sally Bowles and Christopher Isherwood or Holly Golightly and whomever Truman Capote calls himself. Wednesday, noon, 6th floor, Saks.
Saks, what do you think?
Oh, we've got to get you a suit before lunch. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm expecting a call from an investor in Milan who is, to put it mildly, endowed. Oh, we're in Oz, so there. Oh, I do not trust this elevator. Oh, well. Hold on to something tight, close your eyes and sing Shalom Aleichem. My late husband always used to say that. Oh, he was Jewish. I have no idea what he meant. Hooray! Lots of love.
Excellent.
She's a goddess. She's a bright green goddess.
I mean, man, to live like that, you know? Not having to worry about money and the people that she knows and...
You working with her?
Yes.
I hate you. She only works with the flawless. Everyone she's ever found has done the skyrocket thing. She's got a real eye for it. And what do you do?
I'm a writer. I'm gonna write the story of her life as a screenplay.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't think I could hate you more, and now I realize I can. Oh, here, try these on 100% pure silk. Cry me a river.
Lamb, this shirt.
Oh, boundaries!
Oh, now, Ronald.
Boys only in the changing room, no girls allowed. It's a He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Oh, no fair. If I'm buying the suit, I should get to pick it out. I promise. The millisecond a heterosexual male enters the room, I shall scatter.
All right, but only because you're divine.
Oh, but Gaymen adore me. When in London, I am flanked by the Pet Shop Boys. Lamb, that shirt is the only solution for your frame.
Oh, have you seen the suit?
Happiness!
If you see only one suit this season, let this be it.
Women will see Evan in this suit and die. Gay men will see Evan in this suit, squeal and die. Straight men will see Evan in this suit, be confused and die. Lesbians will inherit the earth.
And I have a tie, a masterpiece of a tie, a grand of a tie to go with it.
Auntie May, long pants!
You behave or I'll tell Ronald that you'd like him. Hurry now. I crave to see you in this suit.
Alexa, I'm not entirely comfortable with...
The shirt?
No. I'm not comfortable with... Well, after you giving me a nice salary and all, you know, you just paying for the suit. Please let me buy it.
My dearest Lamb, you will buy other suits. You will buy hundreds, nay thousands of suits. You will buy suits in Italy, have them altered and shipped back to America. And they will sit in your closets and you will never get to them. And you will hand them down to assistants or housekeepers. This is the world that lies ahead for you. But this is your first suit. And this is the suit you buy the moment you belong in a suit. And it is a glorious moment. And you are letting me share it in some small way. And it is, you are not allowed to laugh here, Lamb. It is thrilling. Please, you are letting me share in the honor of the moment, the payment of the suit. It is my admission. There you are, you look. Sheer happiness.
What was that for?
Oh, for luck. An old superstition I just invented.
Nicole Miller, I could kiss her on the lips with tongue.
Oh, shoes. What has been going on in my tent? Evan, what size shoe do you wear?
12D. Quit it. So, have you... Has Miss Beardevere tried suits on a lot of other people?
Here, a few, also elsewhere around town, or so I hear. And it's always the same. They come in, and it's like you. I mean, no offense, but who are you? Then a month later, they are the complete and total household name. And when they come back, they're famous, and there's a fuss, and they always see me and smile, like we've shared a special moment or something.
I've never in my whole life met anyone like her, you know? I mean, well, outside of a book or a play or...
Well, she's a mixture of every woman I've ever loved in a movie.
She's just so amazing in every way, you know? And yet getting through a day seems like a struggle for her. And as strong and as powerful as she no doubt is, I just want to protect her. It's weird, huh?
Here's a little secret between you, me, and the New York Post. If I were to fall in love with a woman, it would be her.
God, same here. Maybe we're closet heterosexuals.
Oh, impossible. Your suit hangs properly. Now, here, look in the mirror, get your bearings.
Lamb, shoes and Excelsior, and I have to cash for it all. Be it, dear, put it on your charge so my evil, shrimp-loving accountant will have a record of it. Oh, cologne.
Your first suit?
Yes.
I have the cash and the cologne, and I picked out a cunning little Lagerfeld traveling suit for myself. It complements your suit without matching it.
Alexa, you're spilling money all over the place.
Oh, what care I? Calvin Klein fragrances. Have you ever noticed that scents capture a man in any contemporary relationship? First he wants you. Obsession. Then he promises to build a life with you. Eternity. Thank you, Ronald. Then he finds out what he's in for, and he's out of there.
Escape!
Oh, here's the cash one shoe. Ronald, what's our time?
Oh, it's 1
Oh,
o'clock.
that's not the right time. Oh, it's wrong. We're late for our meeting. We must go. Come on. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you.
Wait, here, Mr. Wiley's old clothes. Come back soon.
Fabulous. Flawless. Fabulous. Flawless. Fabulous. Flawless. Fabulous. Flawless. Fabulous. Flawless. Fabulous.
Notes on the life of Alexa Beardevere for eventual film script. Notes taken today. First, in the limo. To the restaurant.
And truly India. And the Mountbattens boring, hardly worth blowing up. When the Mountbattens left, they took with them my mother White and father Red Duck to London, which explains my rocking Kathleen Turner of an accent. Oh look, you're writing in a faux marble composition book with a No. 2 pencil. In an age of power books. Smashing. Oh, look, lad, we're here. This is the place. Let the Regency have its power breakfast. This is the power lunch. Well, fortunes come and go over appetizers. Once, a Japanese businessman started choking on a Caesar salad. Stocks in half the American film companies went through the floor. Everyone thought it was rage. It was just a crouton.
Later in the limo, after lunch.
I remember when we first moved to India. I was just a child, and you may want to write this down. And I turned to Mother and I said, I don't care that Father has squandered our inheritance on the tables with Princess Grace. I am not marrying that rich broker's son. But then I met Michael, and let bygones be bygones. Sven, must you toy with those buttons?
I don't think he speaks English.
I know, but he is Nordic, and he did a fashion layout that was nothing short of pornography.
Yeah. Photo shoot.
Where are we going?
Oh, to the airport.
The airport? I don't have any luggage.
Oh,
or-
relax, Lamb. We're not traveling anywhere. We're picking up the sensational new band I'm signing. You'll adore. A Sven, a rock and roll.
Yeah. Rock and roller.
After the airport, in the limo.
The wedding, of course, was very small, only 500. It was in so many tabloids. It's far too noisy in here. There, that's better. Such cacophony. The wedding was part Jewish, owing to the groom, and part... Well, when I asked my refreshingly unspiritual father what religion we might be, he thought perhaps Hindu, and I couldn't have cows milling about, so we just had this sort of Eastern feel, and...
Here you go, love.
Oh, bless you, Skunk.
A restaurant whose popularity will last as long as the dairy items on its menu.
London was London then. Clash, the Cure, the Smiths, the Pretenders, the Boy George. Oh, the parties, the pharmaceuticals, the beverages. I don't know what London is now. I woke one morning and it was Luxembourg or something. Oh, how well I remember when my first release with Simon Le Bon hit the airwaves. The critics were peeling Not actually my mother, but my mother metaphorically, and oh, my dear ones, here I sit with my boys. I felt then, no doubt, as you two must feel, on the virtual circumference of fame. My scum, my lamb. Oh, this meal has taken on a certain Disney on Ice quality. I feel I shan't recover.
Medallions of venison, anybody?
And here's Bambi. Now, Scott, I have got the only state-of-the-art recording studio set up for Thursday.
Did that money exchange do the trick?
Oh, utterly. My accountant has a big bulging envelope just waiting for you. Unmitigated bonehead that I am, I left it behind in its office. It is but winging its way to your hotel. Let me give you something.
Oh, wait. That's okay. I'll get it later. We just gotta make sure that there's a reverb.
I'm sorry, Miss Scotch of the
Alexa.
I didn't get the reverb.
We gotta have a reverb.
Too much information in my brain. My circuits are
We
overloaded.
gotta have a
I'm
reverb.
going to have a breakdown. There's too much going on.
Calm down, Alexa.
I smell burning toast. Someone take my pulse.
I'll take care of it. Calm down.
I'm so...
Just calm down.
How could I have forgotten that which is so basic? I mean, reverb.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, I'm pouting with intent. Just look at my face.
Look, I'll call the studio and I'll get the whatever for tomorrow.
There.
Put it on my charge. I'll get Sheriff to reimburse me. Look, it's not the end of the world here. Relax.
Oh, you're an angel, Sheriff. I'm not entirely sure what a seraph is, but you're that also. Here's the phone number for the studio.
Got it.
Oh, lamb.
Don't worry.
And on the back of that shard of papers is the number for Louis Vuitton, my new luggage set. Could you?
Credit card, big envelope. You would be so lost without me.
Oh, lifesaver.
Hey, careful of him. You can't trust him. He's a Welshman.
What?
A name like Weiler and all that dark hair. You can't trust him. You can't fool me about that.
Oh, right. Welshman.
My little Welshman. Oh, if I were a boy, the mischief we could manufacture.
The VIP lounge of an impossible to get into nightclub. Pull back the velvet cord.
Cause you're feeling
And Michael, the Jewish husband of convenience, turned to me and said, "We need to spend time apart." And I said separate beds, and he said separate cities. You can imagine my heartbreak. I mean, I was just, Carla.
Alexa, you used up all tart. What brings you back to New York?
I'm making a movie of the story of my life. Can you beat it? And this is Evan Wilder, the writer. He's for me.
It's great to meet you.
You wrote Pig and Pepper.
Yeah.
Love that. Alexa, you didn't snatch up the film rights to that, did you?
No, that's for someone far wiser than me.
He should have his agent call me.
Oh, I'm acting as his agent now. His agent has but no imagination. We'll talk.
You look resplendent. Drinks Friday?
Oh, south of France. Sorry. When are you back?
Deal.
Proving that it is possible to be underdressed for this affair.
That's how deals are made. There's no agents, no offices, no lawyers. Casually over cocktails.
My love, that's how a culture is maintained. Lawyers in search are for later. Initially, it's not even cocktails. It's people passing and selling films on their way to the restroom. Over lunch, a film executive mentions an idea in his studio. Suddenly, 3 other studios have similar ideas in development. A record producer plays a new song on the Hampton Jitney. By Monday, 5 other labels are trying to capture that same sound. truckloads of money that we never see, so that we can present something new and vivid to poor, fun-starved modern civilization. The new becoming old almost before we find new and new. Humanity grasping for air under the weight of its own culture, all holding on for dear life as we create fresher and fresher possibilities, as bees and honey drown. This is what you wanted your whole life, isn't it? To be a part of it?
Yes, of course. Who wouldn't?
And so you are, with this movie, our movie. Now, where were we?
Separate beds, separate cities.
That may be our title.
And finally, at 4 in the morning, on the Staten Island ferry. Just because.
Tell me these new earrings are worth it. God, look at that view. But try and include my new earrings in it.
Actually, I was wondering if there was a way that we could maybe
Oh,
talk about...
I know what you're going to say. I've been
No,
so...
that's not it.
Oh, but I've been so self-absorbed of late, and I'm sorry. It's just that, well, I feel that we're coming up to the point where my philosophy begins, and I don't want to break the rhythm. As soon as we get past the point of my husband's suicide, which is haunting.
No, that's not it. It's just I'm gathering all this information, and well, if I knew what I was working towards, then I might be able...
a game plan.
Well...
Of course. Well, we'll talk a bit more, and then you can write a quick treatment. The perfect word. As if films were somehow a cure. Just a 20-page description, and then I'll go out and pitch it to the studios.
But even as I'm writing, it's just...
We can travel to Hollywood. Oh, and look at your face light up. It truly is one of the finest words in the English language, far surpassing my other favorites. Complimentary and royalties.
But I mean... God, this is gonna come out so awkwardly. I shouldn't. Look, I'm really bad at this, and
Lamb, unknit that brow and share.
Alexa, this, everything that I've been taking down about your life and your past, it's all just so...
What?
Fictitious. I mean, Mountbatten leaving India, that would put you at least over 50. And you're plainly not. And,
Well, I was born in India. I left India at an early age. All right, an occasional factoid may have been enhanced, but... Oh, honey lamb, I know how to interest people. Don't let me go through this venture with a virtual arm tied behind my back.
And your name is just
And how Aman Weiler?
Well, that's not my real name. That's
Well,
just
you're not the person you were born. Who wonderful is? You're the person you were meant to be.
But what about your princess...
Oh, but enough of me. Even I grow tired. Oh, what of you?
Me?
Yes, you, Mr. I don't love, but I've slept with men. What of your personal life?
Huh? There's nothing to me.
Oh, dear, don't tell me you're one of those I am a camera types. I refuse to believe it.
Sorry, no personal life.
Have you ever been in love?
You start right at the top, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, of course. Once. Where would creativity be without unrequited love, right?
Right.
It's nothing, really.
Tell me, if you dare.
Please. It's no big story. Honestly. Please.
Please?
Nothing, you know, it's no startling story you never once before told. Just some guy at school. He was smart and funny and what have you. From like our second time together, he was there with the "I love you" constantly. You know, he would say it every time I did something endearing or correct, and he would just toss it out there, right? Like a piece of liver to a finalist at the Westminster Dog Show. And I couldn't say it back. I felt it. After a couple of months together, right? When I realized that maybe this is what they've been writing all those songs about, and I was ready to, I don't know, speak my emotions, he turned to me on a bright winter morning and told me that though he did care deeply for me, he was no longer interested in pursuing the physical side of our relationship.
Ouch.
Charming. And then he left, and well, I threw myself into my writing, and it's not the newest story you'll ever hear.
An acquaintance of mine, Bethany Vance, the alleged actress, at a party in London, I found out to be a masochist.
What?
No, really. Whips, chains, enjoyed being tortured, as it were. I asked her what inspired her to be treated so poorly. She told me that the line between pain and pleasure was a very thin one. I smiled to her ruefully and told her not to fret, because the line between pain and love was virtually indistinguishable. But we're not like that, are we? We're not the ones people hurt. We're the creative people. We have art to protect us. Even if our greatest creation is to be ourselves.
Hey,
Come on,
where are you going?
we're going to say goodbye
To whom?
to the old you and all his woes.
And who will replace him?
Oh, Lamb, I can't be expected to think of everything. Come on, Evan. First, salute him, for he has served you well. Come on, salute him.
Okay.
Now toast him that he may rest in peace. Now say goodbye.
Goodbye, old me.
Goodbye, old you.
Wait. You are confection. Pure confection.
Lamb,
Bad.
Lamb, we should not be doing this.
Under no circumstance.
Well, I mean, Boswell never became involved with Johnson.
I would have heard about it.
Well, I never saw a photograph or anything.
It was like 1720 or something.
You did take your wallet and keys out of those old pants, right? now, lamb.
That.
Oh, please don't do that. I rather feel like Sherry Lewis's arm should be up your back. Don't look at me yet, darling. I haven't had a moment to dab on any foundation. How's our treatment coming? You know, I think it's time we beat the path to Hollywood land and shake those money trees.
You think already?
This treatment is going to be, I swear to God, I'm going to wire the Pulitzer Committee. And they're going to add a new category, Best American Film Treatment. So, how's it coming?
Well, slowly.
Allow me to register my disappointment.
Well, I'm not particularly good at listening to people and figuring out what's going on in their minds or summing up with a grand sweeping statement.
Yes, semicolon, I recall. You are a very special, sensitive person, and you deserve the finer things in life. A match. We are a match. Yin and yang, as it were. Hollywood land. Do we dare?
Sure, why not?
Oh, the possibilities. I booked us on the 4 o'clock American, 2 side by side. We have a meeting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Hark unto us, brothers Warner.
Great.
Oh, the places we shall go.
Excellent.
A 2 o'clock Fox, a 4 o'clock Paramount, a bidding war by 6, my humble estimation. And then I'm off to the south of France. You come back to Little Oak, New York, and we'll meet up again on Monday where we shall decide to go, where we'll go to write it. Something decadent. New Orleans, jazz and troubadours and the spirit of Tennessee Williams to bolster us on.
Great.
Or an island with no telephones. So, are you packed?
For the island or New Orleans?
Oh, Los Angeles first, lamb.
Right.
So, you go home and pack. I'll pack. And I'll meet you at 1 o'clock at JFK at the Admiral's Club Lounge. Oh, and can you pick me up a pack of Dunhills at that stand in the lobby? I shan't have time. And an LA paper or something so we know what's
Alexa.
the latest. And, oh, please don't look at me. I'm sure I'm a sight. I haven't had a chance to dab on any makeup.
We can't leave yet.
Why ever not?
Well, I haven't finished the treatment.
Oh, that.
There's something missing, and, well, it's a painful part, and if you don't want to deal with this first thing in the morning, I
Room
understand.
service. Oh, why not? Fire away. This way, coffee and croissants will arrive just when I'm feeling my worst to cheer me up. Coffee and croissants. There. Never venture down unless you have a ride back up. A ski instructor once told me that. I've gone and found deeper meaning. All right. Now ask me anything. Just promise not to look at me.
Well, do you want to tell me about Michael? I mean, if you don't, I understand.
Dear God. Well, Michael. Mr. Michael Stabinsky. The name. He came to me at a time when I was quite young. I was, I imagine, what you would call a party girl. A London party girl. The type you see in the tabs still today, clutching the arm of some ancient rock star with the byline, here with unidentified friend. Type whose love for fun and good times simply belies a deep, plangent self-loathing. Maybe after coffee.
If you'd rather, this.
No. Oh, we've started. Let's finish. Just promise not to look at me. Oh, Michael. Well, he was not handsome in a traditional sense. But he found something in me that was special. Perhaps the way I find something special in others. Maybe. Oh, too Freudian side stuff. I'll continue. And he became smitten, obsessed with me. He was very much not of this century, old world, if you will. I had seen him at countless, endless parties, but never knew that his father had called upon my father and set up an agreement for marriage. Surreal, no? Financial rewards for father were tangible. And he and my mother forced me to marry him. I did not love him then. He was hardly handsome in the traditional meaning of the word, as I say, but we married, and the comfort which that afforded was what I had expected. count on, what I didn't bank on was the world he would show me, a way of life, a way of possibilities, the casual way with which, because it was so bloody rich, could breeze through meetings of life and get things done. And he loved me so ceaselessly. And I came to love him. And after we were married a year and had taken those pointless religious and legal vows, we took new vows, profound vows, vows of true love for eternity. He nurtured me, again as I do others now. He found my genius, as he loved to say, and he set me up in business. My connections in rock music from the party days were extensive, and I became a manager. So ungodly proud. But that life, any life in the entertainment field, the parties, the meetings, the triumphs, disasters, barely keeping afloat in the sticky, sweet success, as bees and honey drown. Soon he became abandoned, all my good fortune, and he became resentful of my success. He got tired of people asking at parties what it was that he did. And then one day, in the middle of several overwhelming negotiations, he called me, sobbing, to say that he felt no longer a part of my life. And I on the car phone, whisking off to God only cares what now. Filofax on my lap, cellular ringing at my side, glibly snapped. Then do something about it. Please don't look at me. And when I returned late that night to my Chelsea flat, all was as it always had been. The candles blazing for dinner, the Mahler playing. And when I walked into the bathroom, you see, he knew that after a tense day at work, I needed, nay, required, to unwind in a hot bath. Why not give up that life if you need to unwind from it, he always used to say. Always. And when I walked into that bathroom, the shock, the near electric shock, first of the tile smeared with red blood, then in the bathtub, the tub he knew that I would be headed for, his lifeless body, the wrists gashed with shaving razors, blood and life escaping.
Oh my God.
Don't look at me. An arm extended from the bathtub onto the floor, a steady stream of... Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look. I am not what I appear to be. I am nothing. I am nothing but a worthless, half-caste piece of shit from the London streets, who has truly only ever been loved by one man. One ugly, unattractive, generous man, who gave me my life, and I destroyed him. Don't look at me. Please don't look at me. I am nothing. Don't look at me. I am nothing. I am not to be loved by anyone.
I love you.
No one should love me.
Even Wilder loves you.
Don't look.
I'm looking. And I still love you.
Don't. Never leave me. Don't ever leave me. Ever.
I love you.
I love you. I love you, Lamb.
pack of Dunhill cigarettes, please?
Why, of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Do you have any Los Angeles newspapers or magazines that say what's going on there? I'm going to LA and I need to know the,
Just a moment. I'll check.
Thank you. Skunk? Hey, look, did you see? My picture's in this magazine.
You?
Yeah.
You tosser? Where the fuck is me money?
Whoa! What are you talking
No,
about?
you told Ads on me,
What?
son. 3,000 quid.
I didn't take any of your money.
That bloody slag beard there. You saw that having
No!
You had
Stop! I didn't take any of your money. There's been a mistake.
That car Alexa did it. You bloody well work with her.
I don't work with her. I'm just
Like
writing with her.
studio space, hotel, all of me bloody tap, and she didn't give me nothing. I can't even fucking get a hold of her or find her.
She's in a meeting right now with you and Morris Kane.
Who the bollocks is that?
I don't know.
Bullshit, you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You a fucking rip just like that. Oh, you don't remember me? You tosser. What the fuck are you?
Weiler, everyone I remember from the...
How do I know that? You bloody well that's your sister.
I am me.
Who the fuck are you?
It's a business. Delta Records. Morris Caden, please. Morris Caden, please.
And who may I say is calling?
Just put me through to Morris Caden.
I'm sorry. Mr. Cave doesn't speak to anyone unsolicited.
Just tell him that
And
it's
he
about...
does not return phone calls.
Oh, tell him it's about his employee, Alexa Veer.
I'm sorry. That name again?
Alexa Veer.
I'm not familiar with that name at all.
Oh, you probably haven't heard of her.
Hon, trust me. I've heard of everyone.
I'll hold.
I'll hang up.
What? Shit! In Manhattan, Royalton Hotel.
Royalton?
Alexa Veer, Suite 719.
One moment. Miss Veer is left for the south of France.
What?
Is this Mr. Weiler?
Yes, Evan Weiler. Has she left me a note?
Mr. Weiler, we have an outstanding bill here of $3,000. Miss Veer said you take care of it. We've called on your credit cards, and it appears you've reached your limit.
Alexa Beard.
Oh my god.
Mr. Weiler? Cabbage! Is there another form of payment possible?
I saw the magazine photograph of you in that dingy little play, and knew then and there that you must appear in the film of the story of my life.
Oh my god, hasn't she left me a note?
No, she's gone to Toulouse. To think. She said you take care of the bill.
We will away to Hollywood, where we shall incite them to madness.
It isn't true.
Mr. Weiler? Mr. Weiler? Mr. Weiler, I can hear that you're still there. Mr. Weiler? Mr. Weiler!
It isn't true. It isn't true. It isn't true.
Andreas goes. The last 6 pages of Jansen's, gone. Ross Bleckner is in every living room in Bel Air, and some of his paintings. Of course, you ask any of these movie people why it is they have all this art in their life and never ever in their work, and oh, the blank stares. To them, it's all a sort of aesthetic penance. You shall see when we're there.
I'm getting to see what's
Oh, Christ. I'm calling security.
What the fuck is going on here?
Who is this Putz? Do I know this Putz? Putz, who are you?
We do not know this putz. I'm calling security.
Something fucked up is going on with one of your producers.
I've never even seen this putz.
Which producer?
Alexa Veer.
She doesn't work
She
here.
does not work here.
We've never even heard of her.
Oh, I've heard of her.
You have?
Yeah. You, Putz, what's his name?
I don't know.
Weiler, Evan Weiler.
Evan Weiler, sit down. Don't call security. Get this Putz some ice. And hold all calls.
I don't know this putz. I don't know this producer. And I know everyone.
Here, Putz. Drink. So let's review the God, I haven't heard that name in quite a while. How much did she take you for?
Take?
She took you. What? Which word eludes you? She, the subject? Took the verb, vernacular for took advantage of? You, the direct object.
Oh, God.
And from the looks, this is
No.
pretty direct. God, Evan Weiler. Why don't you give your credit card to my secretary so she can see how much has been run up?
I think there's been some sort of mistake.
Uh-huh.
Come back in when you have the amount. If you don't sit down now, I don't know if I'm going to laugh at you or cry for you. All right, Alexa Veer, let's start at the beginning. What magazine were you in?
Magazine? How did you know?
And was the unbearable adjective hot used at any time and not in reference to the temperature?
Hot writer.
How literary. That's how you were found. Alexa, she paws through these magazines as if they mean anything, until she finds someone who, in some editor's estimation, is hot. And then she contacts this person with some harebrained scheme about working together. An album, a television show, a Broadway musical, whatever that particular artist might consider doing to make some quick, fast cash. A take the money and run scenario. Some,
The most mouth-watering movie
Movie
idea I have up my Gucci sleeve.
whatever. Just something to blow some sunshine up your ass. And then the names are dropped.
David Bowie, Iman, Morris Hayden, the Duke of Chichester.
And the places.
Oh, London, India, Hollywood, the south of France, an investor from Milan, Oz.
And the disregard for money and prices and basically the world everybody wants to live in. And then it's a support team.
My lawyer, my international tax attorney, my chef-loving accountant, and agents, though I don't believe in agents, do you?
Mr. Keaton,
Yes.
just shy of 15 grand.
Oh my God.
And you got off easily.
They said I should destroy the card in front of you with scissors. You look like you've already been through enough today.
That's how Alexa lives. Almost famous person to almost famous person. She knows you're chomping at the bit to lose the almost and just be famous. You see, first you're blinded by the appearance and the jewelry, and then it's the cash. The cold, green cash. The bait.
Here I am in the Hotel Paramount of a petit déjeuner and great lashings of butter, and I'm offering you $1,000 a week to write the story of my
Really?
life. Oh, God, haven't I told you? I have absolutely no mind for money whatsoever.
And she puts $1,000 cash in your hand with, what is it that she says?
I believe in cash. I think in this flighty world it's the only thing left with any impact.
Nice appearance, a little glamour, cash in your hand. Let the games begin. Oh, and they do begin. With the first bill, she sets a precedent.
Now, darling, what am I to do? My accountant won't let me have any credit cards because I just see homeless people and I want to buy them socks.
Oh, and she's so helpless.
I'll need a receipt of some kind.
And you're so helpful.
I can put this on my credit card and you can give me the cash.
So helpful.
If that could help.
Oh, such a help.
She pays you back immediately. The first time,
Here's $50.
With too much.
No, that's too much.
Please.
Well, but another precedent is also set. This time one of distraction during the transaction.
If you absolutely had to sleep with one of the three stooges, which one would it be?
These distractions are very important.
Calvin Klein fragrances. What care I? Have you ever noticed that his scents capture a man in any contemporary relationship?
Because soon comes the one where no money exchanges hands.
Well, that can't be the right time. Escape.
And soon, you never see cash again. It's all on your credit card.
Why don't you just call that?
You can't call the cops. You have been volunteering to pay.
And I picked out this cunning little Lagerfeld traveling suit for myself. It complements your suit without matching it. Oh, and on the back of that shard of paper is the number for Louis Vuitton. My new luggage set, could you? And, oh, tell me these new earrings are worth it. Oh, and I simply must pick up the so many things I phone ordered while you were writing.
And you've helped pay for Alexa's 5-star world-class life. She gets the hot person to pay for her life, and she's gone before the credit card bill arrives. On to the next hot person. She knows. Her one bit of brilliance is that she knows at that moment in time, when the artist is at the what?
All of us creative people.
The brick of success, they call it.
Tearing about trying.
The artist wants to be...
To feed a nation's insatiable appetite for entertainment.
Through the looking glass.
Making truckloads of money that we never see.
Ready to abandon all morals and logic.
So that we can discover something new and vivid.
Ready to be famous, and so would follow
To
fulfilled.
present to poor, fun starved modern civilization.
Ready to lose all problems.
The new becoming old, almost before we find the newer new.
Ready to lose the old life.
Humanity grasping for air in the weight of its own culture.
You're ready to sign anything.
All holding on for dear life as we create fresher and fresher possibilities.
Anything not to have to be you anymore.
As bees and honey drown.
How many has she done this to?
A lot. Hundreds, maybe. A lot of new people all the time in magazines.
Why don't they stop her?
It's a pretty elite club. The survivors of Alexa Vierdeveer. Nice company to be in. And who wants to be branded a stooge by going public? Or worse, someone who pursues fame. And maybe there's just a bit of gratitude for the dear girl. Nothing like the first big screw. The one that toughens the skin for all future screw attempts. Teacher says, every time an artist is screwed, an angel gets his wings.
Doesn't anyone get her back?
People have lives, they move on.
I'm gonna get her back, and I'm gonna get my money back.
Wilder, Evan Wilder. She doesn't have it to give back. Move on, why bother?
15 grand!
Consider it tuition.
I'm different than these people. I mean, we slept together.
Not unheard of in her case. Let it go.
You don't understand. I slept with her, and I'm gay.
What do you want? Frequent flyer miles? Forget about it.
She said she loved me. I told her I loved her. I'm not big on that. I had never done that before.
Well, it's a great suit. If nothing else, she got you to buy yourself a great suit. Her taste in suits is so...
Oh my God. That means that you're a...
Yeah, I was a putz too. How do you think I'm such an expert? Wait, don't, please. Leave it be. We all let her go on because in some way she reminds us of what we were foolish enough to think of giving up. To have her life, a sad, empty life, we actually considered giving up ourselves.
What do you know about her that's true?
None of it one hopes.
You know anyone that I might talk to that might know something about her?
Jeez, okay, not really.
Anybody?
Well, wait. There was that dancer. What's his name again? Ilya. Ilya Manning.
I stood there reading reviews with my new discovery, Ilya Manning.
Ilya Manning?
Speaking.
I stood there.
And that boy dancer in the video.
I'd like to talk to you about Alexa Vierdeveer.
Quaking.
Yeah, he's gonna be big.
Oh, Jesus, she's still alive?
What do you know about her that's true?
and that sculpture performance artist.
Who is this? You get taken by...
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll join the crowd.
Oh, and that composer with the animation.
I'm trying to find her, and I'm looking for, for want of a better word, the truth. Something to help to try to find her.
And what are you going to do when you find the truth?
I haven't thought that far in advance.
Well, I really don't know her. It was like one weekend and 25 grand. But you know who would know is?
That actress with the accents.
An acquaintance of mine.
Bethany Vance.
She spent some real time with her.
The alleged actress.
She really got taken.
At a party in London.
Bethany Vance?
I found out to be
Yes?
a masochist.
She said I was a masochist?
No, really. Whips, chains.
You know, that is typical, fucking typical. Fucker rips you off and then claims you into a circle of friends and pins, like, intimate knowledge on you. But then, I find out all her quote friends are people she's conned. All of them. The accountant, Myrtle
The
Grushkov,
investor from Milan.
The Duke of Chichester.
Morris Caden.
Morris Caden.
Mars Caden. They're all alive and well, and she's conned
The
them.
truth.
Ilya Manin, Bethany Vance, the Duke of Chichester.
That actor with the really great hair who can't act.
I'd like the truth.
That singer with the 6-note range.
Just somebody tell me the truth.
The poet who can't rhyme.
Overseas operator, London. I'm looking for a residence for the Duke of Chichester.
Martel Grushkov. My husband deserted me in the most far-fetched ways.
Chichester, I guess.
The Pet Shop Boys.
And, what's his name?
And
Him.
And Morris Caden.
Any putts.
The really famous one.
Did I mention Morris Caden?
The celebrity?
The Clash, The Cure. My late husband always used to say that he was Jewish.
So you would agree that the names that she drops are mostly the people that she's conned?
The Boy George, Simon the Bon. I am not marrying that rich broker's son. But then I met Michael.
What about the husband who died?
Dear God.
Michael.
Well, Michael.
Who is Michael?
Mr. Michael Stubinsky.
He's dead?
That name.
Who's dead?
I thought he tried to kill her and she ran away.
I don't know, Michael.
Or he ran away.
No, Michelle.
Somebody ran away to Denmark.
Is this that fiance who died in that free cover craft accident?
I think he's dead.
Why?
Alexa told me.
Putts.
His lifeless body. A wrist gash from shaving razor.
He's in England, maybe.
Says her. Try New York.
I never bought that Indian princess crap.
Indian? Indonesian.
Iranian.
She's probably American, and so's her probably living dead husband. Or girlfriend.
Try New York, then try London.
Then Denmark. Maybe.
Dear God. Well, Michael.
Michael Stubinsky?
Mr. Michael Stubinsky. That name.
Mike.
And Michael, the Jewish husband of convenience.
But Stubinsky.
Yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
Are you the Michael Stubinsky who... I'm sorry. I'm trying to track somebody down and, well, you're in New York and this person is probably in London and... God, by any chance, are you the Michael Stubinsky who knew, or do you know, Alexa Virdavir?
Yeah.
An ugly, unattractive, generous man who gave me my life, and I destroyed him.
Wait. Oh God. Did you get taken?
Yeah, I can't believe they
I'm
helped you.
sorry. And how did I die this time?
Oh, in a bathtub. Suicide.
Bathtub. Death of Jean-Paul Marat by David. She tends to kill me off as great works of art. I've gone down on ship, Raft of the Medusa. I've died in her arms, the Pietà. I think it's only a matter of time before I get struck by arrows like Saint Sebastian. Listen, I know nothing about her whereabouts. I have absolutely no contact with her. I haven't for years.
Could I...
Sorry?
Could we talk about her?
Why would you want to do that?
I just would like to know the truth.
Good?
Sure. Coffee?
Bless you for noticing.
No, it's good. It's...
It's tar. Sorry, it's been on all day.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
You're right. It's not.
Then why did you say it was?
I was being charming.
Oh, well, I don't do charm.
Got it.
I've got another pot on inside.
So, tell me how you met Alexa.
What did she tell you about me?
Oh, well, that you were older. Well, than her.
I am. So far, so good.
Old money, European,
Sorry, no. Pennsylvania, poor white trash.
Jewish,
Close, Catholic.
unattractive.
Your call.
No, you're cute.
Really? How cute.
Don't milk it. You're cute.
Fair enough. Anything else?
That you were married to each other.
No.
Lovers?
Not likely, I'm queer.
It's not exactly a brick wall ending for her.
So,
More of just a speed bump.
you're queer.
Yeah.
Really? So, and you think I'm cute?
Let's not. I'm not going to pursue this right now. You really don't do charming. You're direct.
That's because I tell the truth. The only people who are deceitful have to be charming.
Well, maybe a little charm.
Probably right. I'm overcompensating for lessons learned young. Anything else?
Impossible Polish last name, which is Stabinsky.
True.
And that you created her and discovered her, which is probably false.
True.
True? Really?
Yes.
But you just said about being truthful and not charming and...
And overcompensating for lessons learned young.
Got it. Wait, so what do you mean you created her?
Why do you want to know?
I just want to know what makes a person this way.
And you want revenge.
Maybe. Or get my money back. Make sure she doesn't do it again.
Revenge strikes me as such the colossal waste of time. Look, what do?
I'm a writer.
Well, then just go off and write something. Forget about Alexa.
I can't write.
Yeah, you can't write.
I mean, I can't write.
Are you serious?
Look, it's not just the money that Alexa stole from me. You know, she stole my arrogance. The arrogance that it takes to just write something and expect that someone, anyone will read it. You know, the goal to think that I might be a success. It's gone. It's killed. I can't. I'm blocked. I cannot write.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Look, just tell me about Alexa. Or maybe I should just go.
No, don't go. Don't go. I'll tell you.
Really?
Sure, why not? My painting's going slowly, and you're cute. And you think I'm cute.
Look, I'm really not.
More
looking
talk.
for- Thank you.
Okay. Alexa Veer de Veer.
So where did her name come from?
We'll get to that later. Before Alexa, it was Brenda.
Brenda?
Brenda Gelb.
Brenda Gelb and Mike Stabinsky. We are soulmates. Got it?
I had just graduated from Philadelphia College of Art and returned home to West Reading, Pennsylvania to earn money for,
New York City.
and had taken a job in this Amish all-you-can-eat nightmare, and, well, also working there was a waitress.
Mike, we gotta get to New York City. We can save enough money if we really scrape in September. And we can get a big loft in Soho. And you can paint and I can...
She was just out of high school and she had dreams.
be a writer.
To be what?
A writer.
I can be really great.
A writer, of course.
I mean, my insights are so uncanny and my vocabulary is whatever. It's huge.
So we scraped and we scrounged and we got ourselves to New York City.
Us, living in New York, total everything of it all.
We found a little hole-in-the-wall space and just, homesteaded. Brenda wrote and I painted. We worked graveyard shift at a diner. It was okay,
Mike, we gotta get some money quick.
But not everything good lasts long.
I just heard our beloved day job is going belly up.
So what happened?
Well, they're turning our greasy spoon into a trendy restaurant with models as waiters.
Everything that was good ran away.
We need something fast, or it's back to West Reading.
And we all needed something fast to replace it.
Art and fame.
And we all found it. Art and fame.
Art is exploding, Mike.
Art.
I mean, you can't see your way through the East Village without stepping over 1 million galleries.
And fame.
Art, everywhere you look.
Of course.
And you're better than anybody else out there. And people are buying. How soon can you get a show together? We could make some real money here.
Brenda.
Oh, look, Mike, you are so good. I know this guy down at the copy center, and he's semi-dating this guy with a call him, and he says when you get your show together, I told him about your work, and he's way intrigued. He says that his demi-boyfriend would definitely be there. Well, and write it up.
Brenda, I can't get a show.
Oh, don't you get it? If you do it, someone will write about it. And if somebody writes about it, somebody else will read about it. And if somebody else reads about it, they figured if somebody wrote about it, it must be good. And they buy it. How many paintings have you done?
7.
Ooh.
Really only 1.
Oh.
The last 6
What
I
takes
could
you
rush.
so long? Oh, what about this one?
That's just a color
They
study.
don't need to know that.
Brenda.
Oh, it's a seller's market. Seller's markets don't last forever.
Art is eternal.
Eternal isn't as long as it used to be.
Brenda, no gallery.
Oh,
is ever-
what gallery? We take all the furniture in this loft, right? We move it to one side, cover it with a drop cloth. We have a gallery. Some rancid cheese, a $3 bottle of wine. I mean, we've been to enough of these openings. What could the overhead be?
What would we call it?
Well, I don't know, something big and foreign and grand. Could you have that done in a month?
Well, sure, if I rushed, it could look finished. and-
Foreign with a hyphen. The gallery should have a foreign name with a hyphen.
You know, I have some paint, some photographs. from this class I
Liebchen
took
Amore Gallery.
in art school that, I could.
Oh,
if I-
Avanti La Shot
You know,
Gallery.
Brenda, we do this just once for the money, and then
Fjord Chan Galleries.
quit it. Brenda, this is just to take the money and run.
Listen. Pesto Fraulein Galleries.
Brenda, just name the damn thing. You can sit here coming up with names so we're blue in the face.
Blue in the Face Galleries.
And the Blue in the Face Galleries was born. A quick coat of paint, all the furniture at one end, and I raced like a whirling dervish and managed to come up with 6 very attractive but entirely pointless paintings. We framed them. Oh, we had the most unique way of pricing things. We just shout out a price, any old price, and whatever was so absurd we had to laugh, that's the price we put on it.
So Alexa Virdavir, when did Brenda become Alexa Virdavir?
Okay, right. We Xeroxed off about 100 copies. We made lists and phone calls, and she ran into a lot of resistance.
Hello, this is Brenda Gelt from the Blue in the Face Galleries, and we're having an opening and stuff coming up, and I thought maybe, well, I know you're busy, I could just imagine, but, well, maybe on your way to the whatever biennial you could stop by and, well, there's gonna be wine. Sure. Yeah, I understand.
It was
Not happening?
not happening.
This is not happening.
Well, forgive me, but maybe you sound a little too much like a girl from West Reading, Pennsylvania.
Well, that would be maybe because I am. Just thinking off the cuff.
Maybe if you sounded a little more like, I don't know.
Say it.
Okay, remember that woman at that gallery? The woman who ran the opening of the gallery on East 9th? Like her.
Affected?
Well,
Snooty?
flawless.
Like Alexis on Dynasty.
Joan Collins is a
Hello,
little
this is Alexis DeFace from the Blue in DeFace Gallery.
repulsive. Now, your name shouldn't be in the gallery. Alexis is too on the money.
Alexa.
Alexa from the Blue in the Face Gallery.
Alexa from the Blue in DeFace Gallery.
We'll see. And a familiar sounding last name, but not a real name that people can trace.
Alexa Van Cleef. And our pals.
Traceable, possibly.
And I gotta get flawless. How do I get flawless?
That weekend we did nothing but rent videos, and Brenda learned all about flawless.
And he made.
Help will be here ere long, darlings. Many Dennis. Voila! Now where is that divine bootlegger? He promises to bring more gin. Oh, Raymond, mon chou, I cannot wait for you to... Eveline, you have not returned my last 2 phone calls. Hello, darling, be with you in a moment. Oh, Gregor, I'm ever so glad that you could come. You must hear his new symphony, The Pastoral. It has motorcycle motors and live bolts on stage. It's debilitating, positively debilitating. Terry Morris, now what in heaven's name?
Alexa Van Trapp. No. Alexa Vanderbilt.
Well, I like the V to go with the X, but no Van.
God, beggars can be choosers.
Well, look, I have to say the name. Why can't I pick it out?
Watch and learn. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Telephone is right there. No, it's not. Now, where did it get to? Oh, that's right. I remember I put it in the suitcase so I wouldn't hear it when it rings. Where's Cat? Poor Cat. Poor slob. Poor old slob. Someday I'm going to find a place where he and me can belong. I'm not sure where that is, but I know what it's like. It's like Tiffany's. I'm crazy for Tiffany's. Nothing too awful can happen to you there. Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted something? Oh, right. Telephone.
Alexa Farquhar.
A V to go with the X.
You know what? Lower the voice.
Have you seen Charcoal, Joe the porter? He helped me onto the lifeboat. What part of the ship were you on, darling?
Alexa Veer de Veer.
Alexa Veer. No one in their right mind would believe that. We can't.
They'll believe you because they all want to believe you.
No, but
After a day full of fucking bores, who would want to call from Alexa Veer de Veer?
I can't.
You can. Shh, it's Leo.
Hello, this is Alexa Veer de Veer from the Blue in the Face Galleries for Leo. Leo, Alexa Veer de Veer, voila! I never see you anymore. I tear about all day and I'm up all hours at the gallery. I think I saw you last at Tiffany's. I'm crazy for Tiffany's. Nothing too awful can happen to you there. Oh, now, darling, a wonderful gallery, wonderful artist. New artist? His name? Oh, Michael Stravinsky. His work? Oh, debilitating. Positively devastating. Oh, yes, it's next Monday, the 3rd. I know you want to be there. I'll message you over an invite. And, Terry Morris, what part of the ship were you on, darling? Oh, now, darling, I must tear, but I have this uncanny, possibly spiritual, fetish feeling about you and this artist. See you then? Oh, how utterly, utterly cunning. He says he'll come.
Where did utterly, utterly cunning come from?
Oh, I made that one up.
Brenda took to Alexa Veer de Veer like a flame to oil. Pretty soon, we were just trying to out-Alexa each other. It wasn't a name we came up with, it was a game we played. She would say, "Are you going to the drugstore?" And I'd say, "I'm about to pop off to the chemist."
Out of control.
She was completely.
Not just her. You were out of control.
I guess I was. But that was the great thing about New York in the 80s. Out of control, didn't stick out at all.
So Alexa, what happened next?
We laughed a lot. And we called a ridiculous amount of very receptive people who really should have known better until...
The opening?
Yes, the opening. No, just before.
God, you must have been excited.
I was. No, mostly terrified.
Terrified?
May I have a seat? I think I'm gonna vomit.
Oh, vomit in the toilet. You know, Michael, Michael, you must really do something with your name. It is but so unruly. I mean, how is anyone expected to take an artist seriously when you end your name with a ski?
Kandinsky?
Oh, the exception that proves the rule. Stop vomiting and relax.
Brenda, you don't get it. You're so caught up in the whatever of it all that these people, the ones coming tonight, they're the people I hope to one day impress with my real work. And the only reason they're coming is because we've conned them. We've lied to them. Christ, we've lied to ourselves. We have no business.
Oh, Michael, we have every bit of business doing this.
No, Brenda.
And what the fuck is this impress others crap? You yourself have told me myriad of times once they're here, they're on their own.
You're right.
And as for the conning of ourselves, well, all I can say is we both know who we are and we know what we've done.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, just opening night jitters.
What do you think?
What have you done?
Well, it's just when I look in the mirror, I don't want to see Brenda. I want to see Alexa.
And we were off. The crowd from the beginning was amazing. And Brenda was on fire. The room soon filled with people. And she knew everyone by their first name. Everyone seemed so touched that she had remembered them. Never mind, she'd never met them. It was just nice she remembered. And the people, one after another, they marched in. It was as if someone had created an issue of W in 3D. Andy Warhol walked by, and Alexa took him by the hand and kissed it and said, "Andy Warhol, we are your children." And Andy said, "Wow." For those of us looking for signs, and we were, this was a biggie. Of course, later we found out that was pretty much Warhol's response to anything. We could say, "Andy, your toupee is on fire," and he, "Wow." I look back on that time, I'm envious. I'm nostalgic. I'd like to do it one more time, but that would be dangerous. But when it was all over, and it was just the two of us,
Michael, Lamb,
Mike.
success. A ringing success. A successful success. Have some champagne? Every painting sold. A miracle in the order of fish and loaves.
Every painting except one.
Well, did anyone like it? Your glass is metaphorically half empty, isn't it?
Brenda, the one that didn't sell is
Well, what?
the only one that's finished.
Well, what did Warhol say?
He said, "Wow." What the fuck does Warhol ever say?
Well, don't you bark at me. I will not be. I am so very sorry that we sold everything you ever touched tonight, made thousands of dollars, and now that you're free to create for the next year. And you know you are, Michael Lamb. You're free to do what you want for another year. And when we're broke, we'll just do another mocked up show. And we get to do what we really want. Is that such a crime?
No, of course not.
We get to be what we really want to be in this life. And so we do take advantage of the art world. May I say, so fucking what? A world that values its creators more dead. A world of wow.
Of course.
We've done it. We fucked them over and they said thank you. We've won.
Of course. Of course.
Champagne.
Yes.
And it was fun.
It was fun.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, Lamb.
Brenda, no, this is
Come
just,
on.
no.
Well, you can be whatever you want to be.
Oh, I think even Norman Vincent Peale would throw his hands up on this one.
Quickly, tear off my clothing. Only be careful. I want to return this dress to Bergdorf's in a minute.
No.
Well, you can be whatever you want
I
to
can be whatever I want to be, and I choose to be a homosexual.
And you feel nothing?
Brenda, I think we should just both
Nothing
go
towards
to
me?
neutral corners and take it easy.
After all I've fucking done for you?
All you fucking done for me?
You know what your problem is?
I wasn't aware of having
You
it.
have success issues.
What the fuck?
Fucker, stupid fucker. After all I've fucking done for you, and this is how you choose to fucking repay me?
Brenda.
Oh, I hate you. What would it have taken for you to just give me a little something in return? Here's your fucking half of the money. We are over as of this instant. I never want to are dead. Someday you'll fucking know what you lost.
And I never saw her again, ever. A couple of years later, I ran into someone who'd been at my opening at a gallery, and he fell. It seems Brenda, now exclusively Alexa, had told him I was dead. I had killed myself. My body was found hanging from a lamppost outside of a brothel, swinging over a pack of prowling scavenger dogs. Jesus. Suicide by George Grosh, 1916, oil on canvas. She managed to leave with a couple of my art books.
Is this yours?
Yes.
It's good.
Thanks. It's the one that didn't sell.
What's it called?
As Bees and Honey Drown.
What?
What?
Alexa says that all the time.
Yet another parting gift for her for my game show of an art career. You're smiling. You look good smiling.
Thanks.
It makes your eyes squint. It makes your whole face look like a cow jumped over the moon.
Well, again, thank you. Thanks for the stroll through the Alexa archives and the interesting moon image.
Anytime.
I gotta get going.
I have a better idea.
Yeah?
Take me to dinner.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I really
Then just come by sometime. We'll hang out. We'll have a non-date.
This isn't what I want.
What do you want?
To find Alexa. Look, what do you want?
To go somewhere and paint. To be alone for a while. And then, when I'm finished painting, I'd like to get together with some friends and talk about stuff, have a beer. We can commiserate if my painting went poorly and celebrate if it went well. That's what I want. Rolling Rock, preferably. But I'd settle for one of those scary Japanese things if that's all you've got. That was a hint in case you were wondering what to bring to our non-date.
Look, I would really like to, but you know, I just have. Right.
Mr. Morelli?
See you?
Mr. Morelli, please don't cry.
No, but thank you though for everything, really. The tar, all of it.
Mr. Morelli?
I gotta go.
Bye. Oh, hey, you left your...
Mr. Morelli? Please don't cry. I'm sorry. It's my mom. She's not what you would call in any sense of the word worldly, and, well, she wouldn't understand me getting my picture taken. Without my shirt, clutching myself with a vacant yet sensual look on my face, and what it has to do with my violin recitals. But, I mean, if it's what you think I should do to get some recognition, please don't cry. If it's what you think I should do to get some recognition, it's okay. You can take my picture. I have my shirt off. See?
Hello, I'm speaking to Ginny Cameron, the violinist. Now, darling, I just saw the ballet-clad photograph in a magazine, and now I've gone and realized you must play the score to the film of the story of my life. I want something like Schindler's List, only cheerier.
Hello, is this Ginny? Ginny, hi, you don't know me, but you might be. Wait. Are you the violinist in the magazine without the shirt? Great! Look, you might be getting a phone call from a woman with the unlikely name of Alexa Virda. Already? Jeez. Are you planning on meeting her?
Thursday, 1:45, the lobby of the Four Seasons.
Do not go to that meeting.
Got it.
She's a con artist ready to rip you off.
Afternoon tea.
So what do you think?
You're a sick man.
The Four Seasons, Thursday, 1:45.
But not without your style.
It's devilish.
She's expecting a young violinist for tea.
The Four Seasons
violinist won't be there, but who will be there?
The place will be packed.
All of us.
The Four Seasons.
Morris Caden, Ilya Manon.
Thursday, 1:45, the lobby of the Four Seasons. Alexa Virdavir will arrive to meet someone new and hot, and sadly, hungry. What she will find will be a lobby filled with the victims of Alexa Virdavir.
Ilya Manon.
Bethany Vance.
Martel Crusko.
Skunk.
Cold, austere revenge.
That composer with the animation. The actress with the accents. The investor from Milan. That actor with the really great hair who can't act. David Bowie, Iman, Morris Caden of Delta Records, Iman, the Duke of Chichester, Skunk, Bethany Vance, the
The Duke of Chichester.
David
The
Bowie.
Pet Shop Boys.
David
David
Bowie
Bowie
and
and Iman.
David
Ilya
Pet Shop
Manon.
Boys.
Skunk.
David
Morris
Bowie.
Caden. Oh, and Evan Weiler. That singer with 6
Martel
The actor
Crusko.
with
The
the
singer with
great
6 note range.
Yeah.
Bethany
The
Vance.
composer on the animation.
The Astro Boys.
Yes.
All right, Weiler, Evan Weiler. We'll be seeing you in 1 hour. I can't believe we're going through with this. Just about everybody will be there.
Mr. Weiler, I find your sense of revenge openly delicious. Of course we'll be there. I'm so excited I could... What am I saying? I should be heading uptown. It's in 40 minutes.
Hello, Mr. Weiler. This is Jenny. Jenny Cameron and... Oh, God, I think I just messed things up. See, Alexa called, right? And, well, just what you said made me so mad. And, well, she just wanted to confirm things. And I guess she could sense something in my voice, because, well, she pushed me and... Okay, I kind of blurted out what you were planning, and I hope this doesn't ruin things for you.
One of the all-time great entrances, and for the life of me, I don't have a line to top it.
Alexa, how did you get in here?
Oh, please. $20 and a super and I could get into heaven. But no, nothing. No sentence I could hope to assemble, no configuration of words could possibly surpass the fact that I am here and you are there.
You bitch, give me back my money.
Don't have it, long gone. But then you knew that. So, why have you pursued me?
Revenge.
Oh, no, really, please. Why, because you love me?
Maybe I did.
Oh, you're a poofta. Guess again.
Look, I know who you are, how you work, everything
And
about
so
you.
now you have me, what will you do?
I don't know.
As I had suspected, planned confrontations are so anticlimactic. I'll smoke and talk to you. You'll learn things. It will be lovely. I shall hazard a guess. The reason you have pursued me so doggedly is that you are the first to know.
No.
Oh, my lamb, my dearest lamb, my only lamb. You know, I am a mirage, I am an oasis. You are the only, the first, to chase. Most feel the sting and snap their hand from the bee. You are actually stunned and appear to be homesick for the hypnotic hum of the hive.
You've got it wrong.
Oh, I have it unspeakably right. The reason no one has ever chased me is because they've always had their blessed little artistic endeavors to keep them busy. Writing, dancing, painting, even I would speculate, the fiddle. No one with this much energy or effort into finding me, let alone exacting recompense. This is the defining act of someone who gets it.
I don't get any of this.
Oh, you get it. You get it good. You know that all this, the hum, the buzz, the hype, the flash, the fame, this is all that matters, and you miss it. Who wouldn't? There is something unmistakably glorious about having a velvet cord pulled back, and you know it. And that is why I come With an offer.
I don't want your fucking offer.
Oh, I know, an offer seems too generous.
What? Money to go away?
Better.
Better.
Join me.
What? You are fucked up!
Beloved lamb, you have the instincts. Why deny them? You know that if you choose to live your life as a writer, you'll be popular for a decidedly finite time. Fast-paced American culture won't stand for it. If you write novels, 16 years. Plays, 6 years. Screenplays, 6 months. And then suddenly, you're out of favor. Stay with me, and always be popular. Fame without achievement. It's the safest bet I know.
I'm a writer.
Funny, you're not writing now. And you'll probably never write again. Because you know, as I knew, there are only 2 interesting times to be a writer. The moment you start a project, and the moment you end it. Everything else is just drudgery. Me here, I start a project every week, and I end it that same week. What could be more thrilling?
Right, and what if I want to express myself artistically?
Oh, suppress it. It is every time that you create that you run the risk of proving or chiseling at your reputation. Come with me, live with me, stay with me always, and always live this life. Never ever be hungry or thirsty or doubt yourself or wait in line or talk to bores or
Why?
because I need you. When we were together, we were a team, a machine, if you will. Together, the 2 of us, we could reach higher ground. Hollywood beckons. I mean, morality is really on a bell curve there. We could make our fortune. Stop living so hand to mouth. Maybe start living larger hand to larger mouth. Come with me. We're a perfect match, and I love you. I want you. I have ever since I saw that shirtless picture in the magazine and saw a very Welsh name attached to a very Semitic face. I knew that I wanted you and that you would want me also.
Alexa,
Lamb.
I missed you.
Oh, and I've missed you. I have not felt this horribly alone since, well, not since my husband Michael died. Christ, you are thorough.
Mike is still alive. You didn't kill him.
Alive? You call that living? I haven't heard of him in years, and I read everything.
I think you should just leave. Now.
Oh, a minor glitch, a single faux pas. Don't let that stand in the way of
Get out now.
Back to revenge? Well, you can't have it. You have no power. You're a commodity, bought and sold.
Get
A
out!
suit. A suit. Bought 1 year and then out of fashion.
Leave me!
Fine. I'll leave. Simpleton. But in 11 days, in a week, after staring at blank page after blank page, you'll be what? Wishing, hoping, desperately beseeching to be with me.
Such a party.
Never.
You're not a writer.
The event of a lifetime.
You're not particularly good at listening to people or figuring out what's going on in their minds.
In your whole life,
Or summing up with a grand sweeping statement.
could you ever again see such a group?
And what good is a semicolon?
Everyone was there.
Please, call me. You'll know where to reach me, how to find me. The beginning of every month, in the magazines, in those fresh, young, desperate faces. Call them, for I will have. You'll soon find. You need me, Lamb.
I don't need you.
The A-list group.
I do not need you!
You should have been been there.
At the Four Seasons.
There must have been.
You should have been there.
Hundreds. It was fantastic.
It was phenomenal.
Everywhere you looked, someone more famous than the next.
A large lobby filled with the victims of Alexa Viadevere.
The famous, the known, the hype-worthy.
The renowned, the celebrities, the celebrities.
Household names.
Photo ops.
Faces.
Names.
And every one of us knew.
Every one of us knew.
Knew. It meant nothing.
Nothing at all.
But we all
Every one of us.
knew how to play it.
The hype.
The buzz.
The hum.
Hey, I know you.
Right. Thanks. I was just in the neighborhood, and I was walking around. I figured I'd stop.
Just let me finish this before the paint dries.
Oh, sure.
Otherwise, the colors won't match.
Right. Look, I was just in the neighborhood, right? And I'm walking around, and well, that's not true. I'm in the neighborhood because I wanted to see you.
Oh.
Not like that. It's just that everybody else just seems so, I don't know, caught up, and I'm kind of lost at sea, and well, would I be flotsam or jetsam?
You got me. You're the writer.
Nah, I think I gave that up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's just so incredibly difficult, to try to create something and to know that there's so many people out there that want to capitalize or criticize, and all you want to do is make something that connects with people so that we all don't feel so profoundly alone. And we are so profoundly alone. Why does it have to be so hard to fix that in some way? It's just so difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else is difficult?
What's that?
Ears.
Ears?
Ears are real difficult. You've got these shadows and crevices and there's light bouncing off, and ears are real difficult.
I hadn't thought of that.
But I'm getting better at them the more I try.
Why do you even bother?
Well, if I get it right, this is going to be a tremendous year.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have punched it like this.
You left your,
Sorry?
last time you were here, your composition thing. It's behind the counter.
Oh, right. Useless. You could have thrown this out. Garbage.
Well, it was like one weekend and 25 grand.
Fucker rips you off and then claims you into a circle of friends.
You look resplendent.
Aza Welshman is.
If you absolutely had to sleep with one of the Three Stooges, which one would it be?
I believe in cash. In this flighty world, it's the only thing left with any impact.
A Welshman. I shall trust anyway.
Then you're becoming old even before we find new or new.
As we beat the path to Hollywood land.
Hollywood.
Do we dare?
And look at your face light up.
You'll buy hundreds, nay thousands of suits.
After work I needed, nay required, a hot bath.
What care I?
Gordon Dow says that.
Calvin Klein fragrances.
I say it too.
You're not
the person you were born. Who wonderful is?
You're the person you were meant to be.
You're the person you were meant to be.
What are you writing?
Nothing.
Mr. Keaton!
Nothing.
Mr. Keaton, you have a call on line
I'm
3.
going into a meeting.
Miss Keaton, on line
I'm
3.
going into
On
a
line 3, Alexa Veer.
You're kidding.
Everything.
Alexa!
Morris, darling, he's really overstepped the bounds of libel.
Alexa, to what do I owe
And he
you?
uses your name. That has got to be illegal.
My name? Who's using my name?
I was walking down Fifth Avenue in the mid-40s. Light snow was falling. I merely looked for a reflection in the window to trump up the Lloyd, darling. And there in the window,
As bees and honey drown.
a book. The author's name was unknown to me.
A novel by Eric Wollenstein.
Of course I was intrigued. I burst into the store and grasped the copy, and there...
And a V-neck pullover and a button-down shirt, leading on a stack of Proust.
About the author.
Evan Weiler!
Eric Willenstein's debut novel, Pig and Pepper, was published under the pseudonym Evan Weiler. He's written several short stories.
I nervously flipped through to the front of the book.
This is his second novel.
The author resides in New York City with painter Mike Stavinsky.
And he's written it all.
Oh, chapter 1.
He's very good at listening to people and figuring out what's going on in their minds.
All of our names and Morris, we must sue. This
And
is just...
figuring out, and summing it all up with a grand sweeping statement.
Evan walked into the Paramount Hotel. He was going to meet Alexa Veer.
Alexa worked for Morris Caden of Delta Records.
Morris and Alexa
were very big deals.
Don't laugh, he's destroying...
Soon to be a major motion picture.
Oh, Alexa took a sip of tea.
What tea are you drinking? The orange pico or the sodium pentothal?
Repartee, you are brilliant. God, I love writers. They always have the last word because they know so many. I'm part Indian. I know things. Do you think David Bowie is dark enough to pull off an Indian? I mean a red dot Indian, not a woo-woo Indian. Try the boysenberry. It's a revelation.
Have you ever thought of diagramming these sentences in your head before you speak them?
See, that's what I mean. Who else but a writer?
They know so much about life.